name is Katrina and I'm a mother to 4 little ones. And today is just going to be a catch up and share all kind of day. It has been literally 3 months since I last posted a video, which I feel kind of guilty about. But more importantly, I just took some time off because there was just so many things that were consuming my mind and heart, and I'm going to share it with you here today. If you are new, welcome here. My name is Katrina, and my youngest child has just turned 18 months. And so as some of you can understand, with multiple children, it's been very busy. Now, my last video, I was commenting on the idea that I was really deeply considering homeschooling my kids. And this is for a number of different reasons. And I must say that I've always kind of had this in the back of my mind. It's been in my roster, and I've long fantasized about what it would be like to homeschool my kids. This is something that my husband and I had to come to together, and we're as hard as at right now is that he wants our kids to be there to gain exposure socially, to obviously get experiences through the public school that I can't necessarily facilitate here in our home and in our community, because we are a community of pretty intense 4 seasons. I would say more so 2 seasons: sunshine and dry, and freezing cold and snow and winter. And so for someone like myself, it's really hard for me to get out in the winter time confidently with 4 kids and kind of give them exposure to extracurricular or different activities. And so there is a piece that entered my heart knowing that we continue to keep our kids in public school and just follow that rhythm. At the end of the day, I've had to really learn that our world is not a perfect place. And this idea that we have to feel pressure to showcase the interior of our homes looking so perfect and put together all the time is just such a false sense of reality. And what is that teaching one another? You know, what are we trying to say? That we have to always aspire to perfection? And we all know that that's a losing battle. And so I've really learned over the past few months to just sort of let some of that stuff go. I mean, I even took a break from Instagram as well. And if you don't follow me over there, I'll link my account. But essentially, yeah, I just got bombarded with a lot of imagery of like these perfect homes and cookie cutter type designs and things like that. And I found myself getting sort of sucked in, you know, it's like, I need to have these things. I want my house to look this way. You know, with that in mind, I just found myself being consumed by that app in a really unhealthy way and sort of always doing the comparison game. And as soon as I just sort of stepped away from it and took a break, I just felt like a lot of those things just kind of left my heart and mind. And really what happened was I kind of went more inward in terms of like recognizing who I am as a person and what are some things that I need to work on as an individual outside of this whole like trying to keep up with the Joneses mentality. And some things that I learned about myself are, for one, I really went through, and I'm still going through, kind of like an intense postpartum growth transition stage in life. So I've had my 4 children, and we made the decision after Lincoln that we weren't going to have any more. I've been basically pregnant and having children for almost a decade now. All of my kids are about 2.5 years apart. And even going into this Christmas season, I'm usually either pregnant or nursing a little baby at some point. The reality of all of this just kind of came crashing down on me. And this is something that is rarely discussed. I do not hear people talk about, you know, that sort of feeling, that crushing feeling of when you feel like your family is quote unquote done. I must just be one of those people that are in the category that I will never feel fully done, because this has been the absolute joy of my life. And it's just hard to turn that off. It's hard to not feel a baby kick in my womb. It's hard to not experience the joy of bringing a new sibling home. It's hard to not look at those little tiny baby clothes and, you know, imagine putting them on a little tiny infant. And so that really just struck me in a way that hurt, and I felt like I was almost sort of mourning the loss of something. And now I'm trying to find myself again, and I haven't fully lost myself, and I feel like I've come out of this as a way better person than I was before. But you know, there's still such mixed emotions, you know. And then on top of everything else, you know, life is just so busy. We've been doing so many things. I've done a few projects around the house. I have refinished some chairs, which I can show you guys. They took way too long, but I'm also battling the elements of snow, and you know, it's cold here, and so it's really tough to do any sort of projects outside or even in your garage. But I tackled some chairs that I got off of Kijiji. I think I paid $20 for these chairs, which I'm pretty pleased about. I picked up a cabinet off of Kijiji, and I just love it. She's so cute, and she holds everything that we have, and I'm just excited for the days where I can fill it with treasures and things that I collect over time. And besides sort of all our house projects and things like that, I have been just busy with our kids, having fun and gearing up for the season. We got to participate in a local parade. My husband's company sponsored one of the floats, and so yeah, you hear I'm talking about Daddy. And it was a lot of fun. So I'll share a little clip. I didn't really get much because I was dealing with Lincoln, and he was really irritable on the float, and that just consumed me. It was kind of stressful. I felt like by the time the parade started and we were supposed to be sitting there waving like crazy and being jolly, everybody was just frozen and tired. So, but we had a great time anyway. It was a lot of fun. What did you find? Yeah. Guys, the day just snuck away on me, and I thought I would just close out this video with just a few more thoughts. This time of year can be really difficult for so many, and it brings up so many emotions, some really amazing good feelings, and others where you just feel like you want to crawl away and hide. I know myself, I get really caught up in sometimes just the stuff, you know, feeling overwhelmed, wanting to make sure everything is just right for my family, and I feel like I forget to just sit down and be present. Just be in the moment and take that time to enjoy my kids and enjoy an activity together. As mothers, we just want to make sure everybody is happy and we're serving everyone the best way we can, but I often kind of put myself last. So I decided to sit down with my girls and all do something that we all really love, which is to craft and do art things together. And so I pulled out a little package of ornaments and we just got right down to work. And my girls are just in their element when they're doing something crafty and hands-on. And I am really fortunate because I'm someone that loves art myself, but I never really thought that that would be something that would carry through with all my kids. So when Lincoln was napping, we pulled out the paints and we got to work. And here's just something that I worked on for fun that I would share with you guys. This was actually a really easy ornament to paint, and maybe for some of you, you might be intimidated by the process, but it's literally like paint by numbers. The whole image was already pre-laid out on the canvas, and I just kind of filled in the parts for fun. So I really enjoyed doing this, and it just gave me such a nice opportunity to sit down and really chat with my girls, visit with them, and spend some time together. And I really think that that's what the season is about. Making memories and just spending time with one another. We get so caught up in the gifts under the tree and trying to do so much. And when we look back on the memories around this time of year, I just hope that's something that you are doing with your family as well. Take time to just be with each other, be in the moment, and love one another. And I really think that that is what the season is about. I'm going to be sharing more sort of insights into what we've been up to. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!